Don't you need to see the house? So we're talking to those of you that live in the UK, you live in Europe, you live in anywhere outside of the United States, and you're looking to take advantage of wholesaling in the United States. So somebody sent a message in that don't you need to see the house? Somebody from the UK. So and let's talk about that really quickly because I think this is not just people in the UK. There's also people that literally live next door to the house, to the subject's property. And let's talk about that. But before we get into all of that, let's define what wholesale real estate is, right? Wholesale real estate is the art and the science of finding deeply discounted properties, okay? Locking it up under a purchase contract and then selling the right to the contract, your right to purchase that contract, which is an equitable right, selling it to another person or assigning that contract to another person in exchange for an assignment fee. The assignment fee could be anywhere from $10,000 to as high as $82,000, which is my personal experience on one deal. It's a very lucrative business if you're consistent, if you're consistently looking for deals. And you can see the resources on the page that I show you. These are the resources you need to be able to take advantage of this. Plus, there are some free books over there that you can absolutely take advantage of. Okay. Now, with that being said, since you understand what wholesale real estate is, don't you need to see the house, right? We're talking about you're in the UK and you're looking at United States houses. I'm not talking about UK properties. I have no experience, zero experiences with UK properties. What I can tell you is that anywhere you have houses, right, which is basically demand utility, there's another feature there that makes houses will continue to make people a lot of money, okay? However, there are ups and downs as they eventually always go up, right? That's just the way it works, okay? Now, wholesale real estate from the UK trying to wholesale United States houses, don't you need to see the house? If you're wholesaling, your primary responsibility is to find deals. How do you do that? You are marketing to potentially distressed homeowners, okay, who owns properties that may be in a distressed situation, needs a lot of work, has liens against it, they can't afford to hold on to it, they have other life issues, and this property is a mess on their books right now. It's a liability in their personal life. Property can be an asset for another person, but a liability for another person. All the information you need to operate this business is available on the internet, okay? Yes, also including certain features of the property, the condition of the property, right? I mean, for crying out loud, there's something called Google Earth now, right? Now, I'm not saying Google Earth is enough to really look at the property and see the condition, but we're talking to you specifically if you're looking to get into wholesaling and precisely virtual wholesaling, okay? If you're looking to do virtual wholesaling, which is being able to wholesale a property from a remote location, right? Then you should stop thinking that you have to see the house. Now, if you're trying to fix the house yourself, your personally earned money or a loan you took from the bank personally is going to be fixing this house, I definitely still recommend that you buy a $300 flight and go take a look at the property. But if we're talking about strictly wholesaling here, meaning you're gonna be assigning a contract, the deal to an actual cash buyer investor that will do the work, it is that person's responsibility to inspect the property, to figure out how to inspect the property, okay? That's one thing about that, okay? The other side of it is that you can absolutely have realtors. You can partner with local realtors, real estate agents. You can partner with them, pay them handsomely for with your deals because you get to make money together, and they will do any inspection you want and they will keep it a buck with you, meaning they will be 100% honest with you. The third way that you're going to get the honest truth about the condition of a property as in good enough, okay, as in just good enough for you to be able to write up a contract and then attempt to assign the contract to an actual investor. The other way is to ask the homeowner, ask them what's the condition of the property. They typically will tell you if there's anything major you as a wholesaler need to worry about, okay? As a person who is going to wholesale or broker, not broker, but wholesale the contract, wholesale the actual contract, right? Not the house, right? If as a person, the information you need, you can literally extract it from talking to a person over the phone. And talking over the phone does not require a phone anymore in this time and age. All you need is internet phone, a Google Voice, a Google Voice account, right? An internet phone anywhere you can talk to anyone, anywhere in the world, as long as there's internet. So, no, you don't need to see the house. That's the answer to the question. Excuse me. You do not need to see the house. The person who is going to be the end buyer of the deal will probably want to see the house. And you can facilitate all of that by working with a local realtor. Pay the realtor 3% of the deal. They will happily work for you for the rest of the life of your business. Why? Because you're paying them. There's invested interest in doing that. You're going to make $20,000. They make a little $3,000, a little $6,000 from the deal. They are happy to take your call anytime, at any point in time. Okay, and more real estate agents are getting more educated about what wholesaling is and why it is legal and how it can be legal and how it's additional income source for them. Your primary job is you're a marketer. Just in case you don't realize, you're just an online, not just, but a big deal because you're sourcing leads into the business. Okay, basically everyone eat off of your activities, right? So it's a big, what you do is a big deal, but it can completely be done remotely. You're not responsible for the seller or the buyer. You're not representing their interest. You're not representing what they call the fiduciary interest. You don't have that to the buyers or sellers. You're representing profit interest. Okay, yes, you're connecting with people that may have a distressed property, but you're not representing their interest from a legal standpoint, okay, or from compliance standpoint. If you have to do that, once you start listing a property publicly or anything like that, then you start to tread in the zone of real estate agent. You're required to be licensed in that case. But what we're talking about here is wholesaling. It's just all about the contract and assigning the contract and not listing any property publicly anywhere, because once you do that, you start crossing the lines. But again, we have more details in any of these resources on exactly how that works and how you can take advantage of this opportunity, of this fantastic opportunity. And no, you don't need to be licensed. You don't need to see the house. You do need to have an idea of what the condition of the property is, but the person you're going to assign the deal to will want to see the house, and they will take your words. Okay, they'll take your words and say this is the condition of the house, but you have to see it for yourself. So no, you don't have to see the house. The homeowner will tell you if the house is burnt down, if it has a fire damage in 1/4 of it, or if it's imperfect. They will tell you enough information that still needs to be verified by the end buyer anyway. But you, as the marketer, as the deal finder, deal sourcer here, you don't really have to worry about that kind of stuff. You just have to worry about filling your pipeline with tons of data, tons of contact, tons of leads, okay, contracts, and then you partner with people to finish off that last step of the stage, which is deal disposition.